garage. I'm giving the coupe one last wipe down. I'm gonna run over it with a tack rag or a tack, whoop, that one's junk. Hey everyone, it's Mike with This Old Hot Rod. I'm out in the garage. It's Saturday afternoon, I think. Yeah, Saturday afternoon. We've had 2 days of rain here, so the humidity's been really high. I've been hesitant to spray the car. I didn't want to put sealer on the car with there being moisture and humidity in the air. So it's Saturday afternoon. The rain stopped this morning and the sun's out. The wind's blowing. There's not a cloud in the sky, so I thought it would be safe at this point now to get this car sprayed with sealer. Making sure everything's ground down good so I can do a round of body filler probably tomorrow. I'll get this sealer on here, let that dry overnight, even though it really doesn't need that much time to dry, but there's no real reason for me to rush it, to be honest. So I'm gonna get a coat of sealer on it, let it dry overnight, and then come out tomorrow in between my other chores that I need to do and start laying some mud rounds. There are some little sins here and there on the body that truthfully I'm not even going to touch. You know, there's a couple little dings and dents in the body that I kind of want to leave there because it'll match the rest of the body. I don't want the roof to be perfect and then I'll make it super obvious that the roof's been body worked and the rest of the car was untouched. So I'm going to try to leave a few little things here and there. I'm just really going to focus on the areas where there was extensive metal work done, which is the chop areas. So yeah, got the car wiped down. I'm going to get some paint or some sealer mixed up, shed some light on the situation. I want to seal this up. I'm using NASON FUL Epoxy, or full epoxy. I've used NASON products a lot over the years, doing little projects here and there on different things. Always had good luck with it. Allied Auto sells it. They're right down the street from me. They're the only place around that sells an epoxy primer. Everyone else sells a urethane sealer, which could be just as good, but everything you read online says use epoxy to seal in bare metal, and that's what I did on the coupe, and I had good results with that. So I'm gonna stick with what I know and do that again. So that's the product. This is the activator. So it's a 4-to-1 mixture, which is 4 parts this to 1 part this. Pretty straightforward. So I'm gonna go grab some cups and strainers and sticks, stirrers. They didn't shake this at the paint store. I'm kind of afraid how thick the sediment's going to be on the bottom, so that's probably going to take me a few minutes. But I'm going to get this stirred up, get this ready to go, clean out a spot on my bench. I'm going to get some sealer on this thing. So I'll check back in a minute after I'm done organizing some stuff. Alright, so I've got basically everything I need right here. I have some solvent, some pre-wash, so I'll give the car a final wipe down with this wash solvent. So it's a pre-wash. So I'm gonna get this, put my respirator on, so you probably aren't gonna understand me, but I'm gonna get this stirred up. Get this little paint mixer. I use these whenever I'm doing this stuff. Get them at Lowe's or Home Depot, hardware store, wherever. They're pretty cheap. Put it in right in my little air drill. Try not to make a mess. I got the pressure turned down to... I have the pressure turned down to 50 psi at the tank, so it makes it a little more manageable. I'm gonna put my respirator on. What is going on? Yeah, real thick on the bottom. Looks like this was sitting on the shelf for quite some time. With the money I paid for it, I wasn't surprised. So as I had said before, it's a 4-to-1 mixture. Typically what I just do is, instead of using the 4-to-1 whatever chart, I just go by the ounces. So I know if I'm putting in, so what I'll do is I'll do 24, so then I'm going to need 4, 6. So I'm going to go 20 ounces of material, of the paint, of the epoxy itself, to 5 ounces of activator. I need a funnel. I don't have one. I'm winging it. The bad part about working in your garage is making a damn mess. I gotta grab gloves. I'm usually a little better prepared. But that's not how it is today, I guess. I'll set this over here. So I'm just shy of 20 ounces. I'm at like 19 and a half. So I'm just going to go right at 25. I'm going to mix this up. Now again, I'm not an expert at this, so I'm probably doing it wrong. I didn't read my tech, all the information, so I'm going to have to see if I can get that. Now I think the last product I used, I needed to wait 30 minutes before I actually sprayed it to give it time to activate. I'm not exactly sure what NASON's, what their tech stuff is, what their requirements are. I don't think it says on the can. No, it doesn't say. I'm sure I can find it online. I'm just going to go with what I know. So I'm just going to let it activate, do its thing, do a couple of test sprays, and then get this thing sealed up. I can probably do everything with that 25 ounces. I'm not going to spray the deck lid yet because I'm not ready to spray the deck lid. When I get ready to spray, because I'm not body working the deck lid, while I'm doing the body work on that, getting that ready, once I'm ready, the body work is done, I'll get that put back in sealer again, and then to seal in the body work. After that final coat of sealer is on, I'll then seal the deck lid at the same time, and then they'll be ready for paint. So I'll have this sanded. I'm not going to body work it, but once it's sanded, ready to go, I'll spray it with sealer. After my body work is done on the body, spray that in sealer, and then spray it with finish. So this first coat is like a medium coat. I'm not trying to get full coverage on it. I'm trying to just get a tack coat. So it's a medium coat. Get a little bit of coverage. You let this set up for about 15 minutes. Let it flash. It gets sticky and tacky. That's when you know you're ready to put your next coat on. And you can go a little bit heavier after that. Don't ever try to spray any type of this paint without a respirator on. Even with the respirator on, it still kind of gets to you. I'll step outside here. So I've got a ton of material still left in that gun. So I should have more than enough to probably do, I'd say 3 to 4 coats of epoxy on the top, on the roof of the car. So I shouldn't have to mix up anymore. I'm gonna sit out here. It's just about 6 o'clock. So I figure I started spraying less than 10 minutes ago, probably 5 minutes ago. So at 5 past 6, I'm gonna go in and do my second coat, and then I can actually put it on nice, not too heavy that it's gonna run, but heavy enough where it's gonna, you're gonna really see some coverage. So I'm gonna time lapse that one so I don't bore you guys. Appreciate you guys following along. I was looking forward to this the past 2 days. This bad weather's been killing me. So thanks. I'll see you soon. Alright, so really don't want to take my respirator off, but that's 4 coats of sealer. So essentially all this is sealing in the bare metal. You cannot sand this product. It is only a base to work off of. So you put the sealer on so you can work and do your body work on top of the sealer. You don't want to break through the sealer if you can help it. If you do, you'll have to reseal that metal. So I'll do all my body work on top of this coat. And then once I'm done body working, I'll seal it with another couple of coats of sealer. I also did my hinges. Pop those off the car, put those in sealer also because those were bare metal and I didn't want them to rust. That's the next step. Thanks for following along. I'm going to clean my spray gun now. Try to get a couple deep breaths. Gonna get my spray gun cleaned out and then go in the house. So thanks again for following along. This is going to be the end of the video for part. I'll see you on the next one.